Welcome to this 6-session series of well-being and meditation, where we're going to be exploring joy, and we're going to be experimenting with a few different ways of accessing that. And today we're going to be exploring the elements, connecting to our body, what we're noticing, and really exploring the sensations that we experience. So I'll be guiding with a little bit more intricacy around the location, the textures, the weights, the temperatures, the pace, size, all sorts of ways of really delving into our experiences. And in the context of the elements, exploring our connection with nature and our sense of belonging. So let's begin. So taking a moment to settle. Having a sense of arriving, of having taken your seat. Honouring the time that you've carved out. Honouring this vessel that's carried you to your seat. And taking a moment to connect to your internal weather report. What are you noticing? Cloudy, foggy, bright, clear. Remembering that we're here to be with our experiences as they are, to notice that we don't need to change anything, fix anything. Simply observing what it is to be us in this moment and noticing what our internal weather report is. How are you today? What exactly is that? Dropping from our thinking, analysing, doing mode into being. Now an invitation to narrow your awareness to your breath, not changing its rhythm. Breathing in and breathing out. And finding a point within the breath today that you can use as your anchor when your mind wanders, lost in those stories and to-do lists and busyness of daily life. Things from our past that pop up as our minds do what they do, sift and sort and try and make sense of things. And each time we notice our mind has wandered, we can return ourselves to this point within the breath that we've identified. And if the breath isn't somewhere that you want to rest today, finding somewhere neutral within your body, you can bring yourself back to over and over. And then expanding your awareness from the breath to include all of your body. And I invite you to bring your awareness to the contact that you're making with the earth. As we explore the elements within this practice, we're beginning with earth. This solid ground. The own solidness and density of our own bodies. Stable, grounded, rooted, connected with the earth at all times. Connection, connected. Soften and rest deeply in yourself. Perhaps having a sense of being held by the earth, supported, feeling sturdy, your bones, your skin, all these cells grounded and rooted in the earth. Perhaps noticing a sense of heaviness within the body as gravity pulls us. Softening into your experience, letting go of any tension you might notice. The forehead, the eyes, the jaw, holding your posture, checking in from time to time, if not slumped or sunk. Noticing all the points of contact that you're making with the earth. Perhaps noticing the heaviness. Where are you noticing these sensations? Everywhere? Inside? Nowhere? The top, the middle, and the sides, above? Perhaps noticing the pressure as you breathe in of your lungs expanding, pushing. What textures are you noticing within your body? Are the sensations smooth, bumpy, rigid, like sandpaper? Soft? And then moving your awareness away from the element of earth, we're going to move to the element of fire, of temperature. Where can you notice warmth in your body? Perhaps observing the contrast between coolness and warmth. Heat. That our body is constantly regulating itself to maintain a certain temperature. The energy and fire within our bodies. Burning fuel to sustain and nourish us. Where do you notice heat? What exactly are the sensations? Do they pulse? Is it a hum? Can you notice warmth in your belly, your heart? Perhaps the warmth of the air as it travels up your nostrils. The vibration and pulsing of heat, energy. The comfort of the warmth. Perhaps standing out in contrast to the coolness that you may be feeling in other areas of your body. Where does the warmth begin and end? Perhaps finding colours, like observing a weather report where it shows orange and red and greens and blues. Or those heat cameras. being curious and interested in your experience of the element of fire. And our own internal heating system regulating, very little direct input from us. Now, just as we brought our awareness to our experience of fire within the body, we're now going to move our attention to water. We are primarily made up of water, like the oceans and rivers and streams, rain. The water systems, liquid systems within our bodies, the saliva in our mouths that nourish and aid digestion, cleanse and clear. The blood pulsing around our veins. The bile, the mucus, all these liquid water-based systems that do their jobs with very little intervention from us. Much like the streams and rivers, oceans, lakes, the ebb and flow of the water in our world, internally and externally. Smooth, flowing, at times choppy and rough. The ebb and flow. What is your experience of water within your body in this moment? The textures, temperatures, the location. Perhaps observing the sensations of swallowing from time to time. Now an invitation to move your awareness away from the element of water to our experience of air. The breath, the air against your skin, the air within your space and outside of your space, within you, the ebb and flow of the breath. You breathe in and you breathe out. Movable, changeable, invisible. This nourishing air. This light air. Breathing in and breathing out, and noticing your experience of the air around you, within you, the rise and fall of your chest with each in-breath and out-breath. The temperatures and smells carried within it. And now widening the lens of your awareness from the air to the water, to the fire, to the earth. The elements. We are connected and belong to nature, not apart, we're not separate. We belong. We belong here. We're a part of things. We're a part of nature and not separate from it. The joy that can be found when we connect to nature can be found within ourselves, as we are a part of nature. By stepping into present moment awareness and being mindful of our experiences, we open ourselves up to the possibility of finding joy within the mundane and the ordinary of our experiences. The ebb and flow, the earth, fire, water, and air within us, connecting us. That we're a part of nature and not separate from it. Joy and the delight that we can find in the ordinary. We are in fact extraordinary. Extraordinary. Just taking a moment to settle back into the breath. And expanding that awareness and taking another weather report. How are you? Tired, fidgety, still, content, joyful, bored. Whatever you notice, an invitation to move away from the label and drop into your felt experience. Perhaps exploring the elements of earth, fire, water, and air. Learning our body's language, listening to it, paying attention. I'm going to close this part of the practice with a poem. It's an old Native American elder story. It's from The Heart Aroused, Poetry and the Preservation of the Soul in Corporate America. Lost. Stand still. The trees ahead and the bushes beside you are not lost. Wherever you are is called here, and you must treat it as a powerful stranger. Must ask permission to know it and be known. The forest breathes. Listen. It answers. I have made this place around you. If you leave it, you may come back again, saying, here. No two trees are the same to raven. No two branches are the same to wren. If what a tree or a bush does is lost on you, you are surely lost. Stand still. The forest knows where you are. You must let it find you. So moving into sharing a cup of tea. We can bring our awareness to some of the elements within this part of the practice. The earth, the fire, our warm drink, the air and the water. And I'm serving us Verven today, Verbena. So I'm going to close this part of the practice and open into a space of discussion. For those of you practicing in your own time, an invitation to press pause and perhaps journal or even say out loud what your direct experience of the practice was, what you noticed, what was interesting, what was dull, as best as you can, that this bit, not this bit, not the stories, not the judgment, what you noticed. As always, if anything did come up for you within the practice that you'd like to explore, you know where I am. Or you can email, all the details are on my website. So we're going to close with a compassion practice. So taking a moment to settle, having a sense of arriving in your body. Just move that back. That sense of connecting to the earth, being solid, grounded, held, supported. The fire within your body. Apt that a jet plane just flew over. That heat, that fire, that engine within you. As your body regulates and maintains your temperature, firing up, turning the heat down. You're moving your awareness to the water, the ebb and flow, the movement. The air as you breathe in and breathe out. Connecting to our body through the elements. You are held, nourished, and supported by the nature around you. That you are the nature. You're not separate. You belong, and that the joy that you find in the nature around you can be found within you. This sense of connection and belonging and joy. To simply be in the present moment as you are, who you are, where you are. When we are truly present, we can feel the truth of our own belonging, that we're not separate from the things around us. We are a part of this nature. Now, an invitation to place a hand on your heart, one on your belly. And you can say these words out loud or internally. May I be well. May I be at ease. And may I be kind to myself and others. And then extending our awareness to include our group, those here in person and those practicing in their own time, that you are held and part of this group. May you be well. May you be at ease. May you be kind to yourselves and others. And then bringing ourselves into our mind's eye with that group and expanding our awareness as far as you feel you want to today. Your home, your village, your town, your county, country, continent, the universe. May we all be well. May we all be at ease. And may we all be kind to ourselves and each other. May we have this sense of belonging. We are a part of things. And may we find joy in the mundane and ordinary. Find the beauty in the extraordinary in the present moment. So as best you can, taking this sense of connection and awareness into whatever you have left to do with your day. Thank you so much for joining me. You know where I am if you need anything.